This is an example on how to estimate roofing materials. Welcome to Quantity Surveying. The project to be estimated is a 12 by 20 meters building with a gable roofing system. The truss is 2.5 meters high and there are 1 meter overhangs on the ends and sides. It is also an instruction to use gauge 22 corrugated GI roofing with 2.5 side laps. Estimation will be easier after visualizing the roofing system. First is to identify the building dimensions of 12 by 20, where the roof orientation will be aligned with the 20-meter side, which would show two roof leaves of 6 by 20 meter dimensions. From its cross-section, draw a triangle with 2.5 meters height and 12 meters base, giving 6 meters length of each roof leaf. The roofing stands as the hypotenuse of the triangle. On top of the truss is the ridge roll. Then, a fascia board is also placed on the ends. The common size of fascia board is 1 by 8 inches. The roof sides require gutters, and the ends would take flashings. Starting from the roofing material, the length is solved from Pythagorean theorem, taking the root of the squares of 2.5 and 6 meters. This results to 6.5 meters. Then add 1 meter overhang, making the total roofing length of 7.5 meters. Now let's fix the dimensions of the roofing, where individual widths are 7.5 meters and the length is taken as 20 meters plus the 1 meter overhang on both ends. Estimate the number of roofing sheets placed sideways along the length of the roof. This is with 2.5 side lap. We take the length of 20 plus twice of the overhang and divide them by 0.6, the factor for 2.5 overlap of corrugations. This gives 36.67 or 37 pieces. For the number of roofing sheets counted from the ridge to the gutter, when they are placed from end to end, convert 7.5 meters to feet, which becomes 24.6 feet. Bear in mind that roofing lengths vary starting from 8 feet to 12. Even using 12 feet lengths, there would still be 3 pieces required, which means we are talking about 2 end laps of 1 foot each, making the total length of the roof as 26.6 feet. If we use 9 feet long roofing, 3 pieces will make 27 feet, which is sufficient and also has minimal wastage. Thus, the number of roofing in each length is 3 pieces of 9 feet length. Take the total number of GI corrugated sheet by computing 2 leaves of roofs by 3 layers of 37 pieces each, giving 222 pieces of gauge 22 corrugated GI sheet by 9 feet. Next to estimate is the ridge roll. There are ready-made pieces for ridge rolls, so what we only need to compute is its length. The total length of ridge roll for the roof is the 20 meter size plus the 1 meter overhang on both ends, a total of 22 meters. The standard length of ridge roll is 10 feet, which means there are 3 pieces of ridge rolls required for the roof. Moving on to estimating the fascia board. The fascia board acts like the sidings of the roof. Its total length can be taken from the two sides multiplied by the length of 20 meters plus the 1 meter overhang on each end, plus the two ends times 2 roof leaves of 7.5 meters. This gives a total of 74 meters. Since lumber is computed in board feet, take the quantity by multiplying 1 times 8 by 74 meters converted into feet by 3.28, and then divide all by 12. The required fascia board for the roofing is 161.81 board feet. Estimate the gutter next. The length of the gutter on each side is 20 meters, plus the 1 meter overhang on the ends. The common size used for gutter has a width of 6 inches, and the common lengths are 8, 10, and 12 feet, which tells us that we need to convert the length of 22 meters into feet by multiplying the factor of 3.28 and yielding 72.16 rounded to 73 feet. Now check on the most appropriated combinations of the different lengths to minimize wastage. One combination is with 10 feet GI sheet length. We start by using 8 pieces of 10 feet gutter length to cover the whole 73 feet, taking into account the end laps. 8 pieces need 7 end laps, so 8 pieces of 10 feet length less the 7 feet overlap provides 73 feet, exactly what is required for the length. Therefore, the total number of gutter for the gable roof is 8 pieces multiplied by the 2 leaves, which becomes 16 pieces of gauge 22 GI gutter by 10 feet. Before wrapping up, compute for the flashing placed on both ends. The linear meter required on both ends is solved by 2 ends times 15 meters length, which is then 30 meters. Use a factor of 2.3 to take the effective length. So the number of flashing is 30 meters upon 2.3, resulting to 13.04, rounded to 14 pieces. However, unlike the ridge roll and gutter, the flashing needs to be customized and built. The flashing is made from GI flat sheet, which is commonly 0.9 by 2.4 meter size. The common width used for flashing is 45 cm, which means each GI sheet can produce 2 flashing pieces. So the estimated number of GI flat sheet for flashing is computed as 14 pieces over 2 pieces each sheet, and that is 7 pieces of 0.9 by 2.4 meters gauge 22 GI flat sheet.